What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. This video is going to be very weapon mod heavy. There's going to be a lot of different weapon mods in this video. There's been a lot of work in progress weapon mods as of late. With that being said, if you guys have never seen this series before, basically what it's all about is I show you some work in progress image videos or just some other assets that mod authors were as generous to share with us. These are all from some different work in progress mods. They are not publicly available yet. We don't have too many details on them, just kind of what they look like and what they'll probably be like in the game. You can find links to all the sources I do use in the description down below. Go check out some of the pages, endorse some of the mod authors' work, or just say, hey, you're doing a really good job. It really does make a bigger difference than you realize. If you guys do enjoy the series, I do encourage you to consider subscribing, but with that, let's just jump straight into it. So the very first mod I do want to show you guys is going to be the Bozar. We actually have a Bozar mod right now for Fallout 4. It is by Mike Moore, but this one is not by Mike Moore. This new and reformed Bozar is going to be by Scale. He actually has a bunch of other work in progress pictures from this before, and ones that I have featured in this series, so it may look a little bit familiar. This is the mod author that brought us the kind of 10mm revolver, if you remember that. It was from previous Fallout games. I think Fallout 1 and 2 it did appear in. Regardless, as you can see by these work in progress pictures, the sniper is looking very good. If you don't know what the Bozar is, it basically is a fully automatic 50 caliber sniper that did appear in Fallout 2. I always really love seeing games from previous Fallout games making their way into Fallout 4. I feel like Fallout 4 just engine-wise the most refined out of the games, and honestly that's not saying much in general, but regardless, it definitely looks the nicest with some of the different texture packs and even some of the EMBs we do have, and then getting to experience those guns that you really have a longing or nostalgic effect for is definitely pretty cool. The gun itself again does look really high quality. A lot of these different attachments we do have on it, like the silencer you did see, does look really cool, and all around I am pretty stoked for this one. So next up we have a really cool mod. This is going to be called the Goodneighbor Condo. It's going to be a work in progress mod by Red Rocket TV. That's the name of the YouTube channel where this trailer was posted from. I'm going to have a link to the trailer down below. I highly recommend you actually watch the full thing. He does kind of detail what kind of features this mod will have, as well as a lot of these shots are very cinematic and just really appealing. This is something I feel like we've been missing from Fallout 4. We have house mods, but we don't have as many house mods as we otherwise would have due to the settlement system. The settlement system is a toss-up for a lot of people. You either love it or you hate it. I feel like it's very polarizing, but what it did yield was, again, not nearly as many of these house mods, because not everyone wants to go and build their own settlement. They want everything kind of all there together in a nice little house that is custom made in a mod. Eleanor has made a few of these, but other than that, I feel like we don't have too many high quality ones. I think this is going to be one of the highest quality house mods to come out for a long time. This mod author seems like he put a lot of time and effort into making this house or condo just really refined and actually adding in a lot of features to it. One of the little things he did do was, in contraptions, there actually is a power armor display added in. You can't use it as like a workbench. Well, he actually converted it so it's usable as a workbench. It looks very cool, and it's just kind of a little feature he did make just for his mod. The condo itself does feature 3 stories and a basement. The basement's going to have all your different crafting necessities, and on top of that, actually a lot of growing necessities as well. I really like that, and all the different workbenches are synced and all that. Again, it definitely seems like a lot of time and effort was put into this, although the top 2 floors aren't done yet, so don't kind of be like, hey, what's with that? Nope, they're just not worked on yet. But all around, this is definitely looking like a very promising mod, and again, it's going to be in Goodneighbor, which is a very central location, especially if you're playing on survival. Unfortunately, the mod author did say he does not plan to port it over to consoles. I'm not really sure why that is. I'll reach out to him and ask him, but regardless, it does look, again, very high quality. Next up, we do have one of the 2 laser RCW mods that are currently a work in progress for Fallout 4. This is going to be the Flip Dark 95 edition. The other one is by Cannibal Arvdark. If you've never seen the laser RCW before, well, have you never played through Fallout New Vegas? It's a great game, go play through it. Regardless, it is a very cool weapon, kind of being a futuristic version of a Tommy gun that is going to shoot lasers. As you can see here by these textures, this does look pretty cool. It definitely seems like we are getting to a good stage. This is actually something that's very reassuring, because Flip Dark, as you may know, has a lot of work in progress mods. It definitely seems like he has become renowned or infamous for not finishing a lot of his mods, although starting a lot of really cool concepts. He did say in a post once upon a time that one of the reasons he doesn't get around to finishing a lot is because he's not very good at the texturing side of things, so once he finishes the model, it's like, well, now what do I do? Considering this one is at least partly textured, definitely seems like we are making good progress, and this has a higher likelihood than anything else to be released next. The gun itself definitely looks pretty sharp. I am very excited for this one. I personally really enjoyed using the laser RCW. I probably use that a lot through my Fallout New Vegas playthroughs, and I definitely would love to experience it in Fallout 4. So next up, we have a really cool mod. This is going to be the Bronze Helm from RuneScape. I played RuneScape. I'm sure many of you played RuneScape as a kid. Those 2006 days, that's what, my childhood in a nutshell. As you can see, what this mod aims to do is add in the Bronze Helm from RuneScape into Fallout 4. I think this is custom modeled, which is actually pretty remarkable because I feel like it looks exactly like it's out of RuneScape. The mod author definitely did a really good job at kind of designing it to look that kind of same theme and art style. And even though Fallout 4 is a very different world and a very 3D world, I feel like it still kind of embodies that pretty well, which is pretty interesting. Regardless, again, it's a relatively simple mod, one of those gimmicky mods, although I'd love to see a kind of full set of armor or even some party hats. I think that would just be a cool way to make this into a full-fledged mod, maybe even appearing on some like custom NPCs or something. Regardless, again, it's going to be for some people, not for everyone. If you played RuneScape, you probably think this is pretty funny or cool, which I myself do. So last but certainly not least, we have an update to Dave's poses. If you don't know, this is a mod that actually lets you pose your characters in a bunch of different ways for various screenshots or, whatever you want to pose your character for. Predominantly, it is used for some pretty cool looking screenshots. It currently has a ton of different poses that you can use, but this is going to be a work in progress of a new update that plans to add in over 50 new poses, which is actually pretty remarkable because there's already so many, and now just having 50 more is really going to just expand your options. As you can see, we have a ton of screenshots of these new poses. We have some pretty cool ones from kind of just leaning on the wall to, some of the more crazier ones with the arms out, or it looks like she's like trying to take that guy out. I'm not really sure what's happening there. Regardless, it does look very high quality. Again, these screenshots themselves are very high quality, and this is just a really great mod. It's a really great resource for different kind of photo takers in Fallout 4. Some of these poses just make the screenshots look so much better, and I think a lot of people are going to be very happy to get their hands on this one. Regardless, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of upcoming mods for Fallout 4. I do hope you guys enjoyed. As always, if you did watch to this point in the video, comment Nutri-Grain bar down below. Those things are so good. I eat like 4, 5, 6 of them a day, of course, depending on the day. Regardless, again, I thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed yet again, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.